Hello everybody and welcome to the final day of our 14-day series. Wow, we're here. So today's theme then is, I've called it World. It builds on the practice that we did on day 13, and it's still all around kindness. It's just that today we're going to be focusing on sending that kindness out to others as well as ourselves. And this idea of sending kindness out to others is part of the love and kindness practice that is very kind of a very popular thing to do within the mindfulness world. And we talk about this idea of loving kindness to ourselves and kindness and compassion to the wider world, and understanding that just like us, just like you and me, there are other people here on the planet who are too suffering and going through their own difficulties. There's a really great practice that I came across not so long ago, and the practice involves when you're out and about, and if somebody irritates you or if somebody makes you feel quite angry, it talks about you acknowledging that that person is just like you. So what you do is you look at that other person, or you think about that other person, and you say in your mind, just like me, because when you say just like me, it helps you to acknowledge that just like you, that person is, they might look different, they might have a different set of circumstances, but ultimately that person is just like you in that they want to be happy, and that they've got their own struggles, and there might be a reason why they're losing their temper in traffic, or there might be a reason why they're coming across as a little bit more snappier than normal. Because we all go through different things, and I always say you never know what a person's going through because we all put a face on a lot of the time. We all walk around with a kind of our professional face, or our face for friends, our face with our families, but you never really know how somebody's feeling under the surface of it all. We're all able to put a face on it, aren't we? So yeah, so the practice of just acknowledging that other people, although they look different and although they've got different wishes, different dreams, they are just like you in that they want to be happy. So we're going to focus today's practice on loving kindness, but for the wider world today. So if you want to join me in this short practice, then yes, get yourself set up in a nice, comfortable, relaxed position. Sorry, I can't speak today. So nice, comfortable position. Using any blankets if you need to. I'm quite warm today, so I feel like I don't need to use a blanket. It's a wonderful day where I am. And making sure that the posture that you've chosen today is a posture that will allow you to really connect with the practice. So making sure that you're comfortable, that you're supported, maybe popping a cushion in the lower back area, placing the feet on the floor if you are sat up. Sometimes it can be helpful to pop a cushion under your feet just to allow that nice alignment of the body, and really allowing your shoulders to drop, resting back into the surface. It might be that you're leaning against a wall today, or you are relaxing around the bed or a sofa or a chair, or maybe you just sat unsupported and you sat on the floor. And allowing the eyes to close if that feels comfortable, or to soften, or even lowering your gaze. Resting your arms and your hands in a position that feels comfortable for you today. And taking 3 long, slow breaths in and out. And so allowing the breath to settle in to its normal pace today. Remembering that in mindfulness practices, we're not aiming to change the breath. We just learn to notice it. We learn to notice our felt sensation of breathing. We talk about this idea in mindfulness of our primary experience and secondary experience. And the primary experience is the felt sensation in the body. And then the secondary experience is all the thoughts that surround that experience. So in mindfulness, we're aiming to spend our time resting within this primary experience, just noticing what we feel. And when the secondary experience comes in, we acknowledge that we are thinking, and then we return back to the primary experience, what we can feel, what we notice about our direct experience in real time. And when we look at this from an anxiety point of view, it's a really helpful analogy, because when we feel anxious, it's very common for lots of thoughts to come rushing in, projections of an imagined future, ruminations about the past, self-critical talk, a real resistance to not wanting to feel a particular way. This is all of our secondary experience. Mindfulness can teach us to recognize all that extra stuff, all those extra layers. And it can help us to learn how to be with our primary experience. Even if you are feeling anxious, those physical sensations of anxiety, those physical sensations are just sensations. And at some point they will lessen, they'll fall away. It's all the extra thoughts that actually feed our anxiety, to keep it going. So just a helpful analogy there for you, if anxiety is true for you. Let's move into the felt sense of the body then. Coming home to our body today. How does your body feel? Are there any areas of tension, tightness, areas of pain? Just scanning all around the body. And maybe seeing if you can relax and release into any areas that you're able to today. And there will be some areas in the body that you are unable to release or relax, and that's okay. Maybe just looking for any areas that you are able to relax into. And connecting with the breath if you haven't already done so. Following the breath as you breathe. Following the in-breath and following the out-breath. Really getting up close and personal with the sensations that you feel as you breathe. Even small movements within the inside of your nostrils. And so if you manage to complete day 13, which was a kindness to ourselves session, we'll begin today with kindness to ourselves. Maybe now if you want to, you can smile a little bit. Notice how that smile makes you feel. Thinking about now any times that you have been negative towards yourself. You've said hurtful things. You've engaged in harmful activities. And it's okay, you know, we've all done this. It's okay if this is true for you. And we can learn to forgive ourselves. We can learn to forgive our negative, self-critical talk, our unhelpful behaviours, our actions. The times that we have neglected ourselves, we can learn to forgive. So showing ourselves some kindness. Imagining the whole body being bathed in a wonderful, warm, soothing light. And this light represents kindness. It represents safety. It represents all the love in the world from everybody who loves you. From your family, friends, neighbours. Show yourself this kindness today. Imagine this warm, soothing light has the ability to heal any areas that you feel are broken, to provide nourishment, to provide hope, to provide anything you need in order for you to feel healthy, happy, loved. Noticing any holding anywhere in the body, any tightness that has developed. This can be a difficult practice for some people. So this is true for you. Come back to the breath. Allow the breath to help. Allow the breath to soothe and to ground you. And to show you what's real. And I want you to bring to mind now, in your imagination, all the people in your life, whether that be present, past. Imagine all those people surrounding you now, all stood in a circle, all around you. And they all look at you, but with kindness, with a smile, with nothing but love. And they all wish you well. They all wish for you to be happy. And now as you look at all these people, you send back that loving kindness to them, sending out your well wishes, wishing for them to be well, to be happy, and to live with ease. Notice how it makes you feel. Now that all these people, like you, want to be happy, like you, they breathe. Notice your breath and imagine all those people breathing with you. All breathing together. As I breathe and you breathe, together united in breath. And extending your awareness out to the wider world, imagining people in your neighbourhood, in your community. Imagining all them now breathing, sending loving kindness out to them. Expanding even further, as far as you can possibly reach with your awareness through different countries, people at war, people in sickness, people who are happy, people who are sad, babies being born, people taking their final breath. Send out this loving kindness to them. How does it make you feel? Holding the whole world in your awareness now. Imagine the whole world breathing, who just like you want to be happy. So let's breathe together. following our breath. Before we bring this practice to a close today, I want to leave you with the knowledge that when you send loving kindness out to others, it helps to reduce any distress, helps to reduce anxiety. It helps to move our focus away from the doom and gloom of our own lives. And when we can recognize that there are others too who are suffering, it helps us to understand that we are less alone. It creates feelings of connection, feelings of warmth, and it helps us to ground ourselves. It also helps us to move towards wanting to help others. When we practice sending loving kindness out, and it's a great way to boost our well-being, to help others, which I guess is why I do so much of it myself, because it makes me feel really, really good. So maybe have a think about how you can help other people. It doesn't have to be anything big. It can just be popping round to a neighbour's, seeing if they need anything from the shop. Or maybe just ringing somebody that you've not phoned in a while. So taking a moment of gratitude for your dedication to today's practice, and if you haven't been completing the whole of the series, maybe go back to day 1, start again. Know that this series is available for you as many times as you need. In your own time, gently opening your eyes. And moving the body. Maybe just sitting in stillness for a little while. I know I've got to do the nursery run now, so I can't sit in stillness for much more longer. But yeah, I really hope that this series has found you well, and please do share with anyone you know it will help. Please keep following. There will be more series to follow, especially a really lovely relaxing sleep series to come soon. So, okay. So thank you. Much love, much gratitude. Take care, go well, and have a fabulous day wherever you are. And I'll see you soon. See you later.